Good evening and thank you for joining us. We begin at 6 o'clock with a dangerous situation for a Portsmouth police officer.
A call for a domestic case ends with gunfire and a trip to the hospital for that officer. We brought you this as breaking news last night at 11 from Pepperwood Place in Churchland. The officer shot will be okay. Tonight, the moments leading up to the gunfire and what we're hearing about the suspect in this incident, 26-year-old Rakeem Christian. 10 on your side's Brett Hall brings us up to date. Brett?
Asian Tom, the officer, which has not been publicly identified at this point, has been released from the hospital. He is now the third officer to be shot in Hampton Roads in less than a month. It was just after 8 o'clock. Portsmouth Police were called to the Henley Apartments in Churchland for reports of a domestic dispute. A mere moments after the officer arrived.
Gunshot wound 85, Pepperwood Place.
Court documents say the officer was grazed by a bullet to the lower torso. A police spokesperson saying a bulletproof vest the officer was wearing helped to save their life.
Yeah, it's always shocking when you hear something like that, especially with the officers down in Virginia Beach with things happening down there.
Malik Mayo lives 2 doors down and didn't see what happened himself. However, according to a criminal complaint, police body camera did. The detective says when the officer knocked on the door, 26-year-old Rakeem Christian opened it and after looking directly at the officer, raised a gun from below his waistline and fired one shot. While we don't know exactly what happened after that, we know a .40 caliber Smith & Wesson handgun was found following a search of the home inside Christian's 3-year-old child's room. Because of this, Christian, on top of several charges related to the shooting, is also charged with child abuse and neglect.
It just being so close to home. I got my babies out here. They be all in the yard riding scooters and stuff. So it's just a lot to take in at the moment, you know.
Christian could also face up to 20 years in prison if convicted for attempted aggravated murder of a police officer. And Christian remains behind bars at the Portsmouth City Jail and declined speaking with us today. Worth noting, he does not have any prior criminal convictions.